we really do have a lot of fun teasing one another. We just tease each other all the time. And we spent a good part of this morning during breakfast and after breakfast just teasing one another. Teasing one another. And she gets into her little moments and she like to, she wants me to usher a whole lot of praises on her. So I do. And then of course there comes a point where I stop. So she said, I've been doing this for 42 years, making breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning for you. And it'd be something if she brought it up once a year, but every other week.
All right, man.
And she knows my reaction. I said, oh, baby, you're so good. I really appreciate it. And it goes on and on. And then at some particular point, it then turns. And so I started. I said, something, the Lord really bless you with a great husband. And then I get about 5 minutes with her, she started, talking good about me, yeah, I prayed for one and I made sure I was going to get one. I wasn't playing around. And then the third portion is when both of us are on each other's case. So we have a lot of fun like that. But over time, and what we share with one another is how good each other is, that third portion. So we say this 100 times. I'm letting you know, but it wasn't like the conversation was something new. It's just something that we do over and over again. And y'all know what I mean after a while. Some of y'all already know that. You just say over and over and over again. Doesn't mean,
yes.
You just got to tell the story again.
Yes. Yes.
I have coffee with my wife almost every morning. And I guarantee you 4 out of 5 times she's telling me the same story.
Yes.
That's right.
And then every now and then I said, you told me that before. And she'll say, yes, and I want you to listen. And so in this third portion, we'll get to the, and we'll talk about and this morning, and this is kind of important because I got on the subject of marriage, so I just might as well finish it all out. She said, I was making sure that you understood me before I married you.
Very good. Yes.
She said, that's why I told you this, that's why I told you that, that's why I told you this. And I was testing you because you wasn't going to play me.
That's right.
That's what she told me. So we're going at it again on this one. So she told me, you wasn't going to play me. And I said, I know this. I was thinking, no. She said, that's what I told you. If you're going to take me out of my father's house, you're going to take me to another house.
Say that.
One of the projects.
Okay.
Amen.
She said, when I told you about a ring, I told you I ain't into chips. I'm telling you the truth.
Yep.
She's a teenager. She was telling me this. She said, I ain't into chips. She says, when you got a ring? And I started laughing, teasing her. And I said, yeah. And I said, I don't believe the first day that you had the opportunity, I gave it to you on Saturday night. And so on Monday morning, you're down at Macy's getting the praise. After about 10 years of marriage, she told me. She said, you thought you were playing me? No, I went down to Macy's. Got that joker a praise. And she was back, the first time she told that, she was making a point. You weren't going to play me. Are you all hearing me, women?
Yes. Yes.
Teaching good.
Amen.
Well, teaching good.
Thank you.
Now, if a woman don't want to be played and letting the stuff know up front, what about God?
Thank you, Lord.
What about God? You can't bring God into any presence and play him cheap
Right.
and think he gonna be happy with that.
Yeah.
Something gonna happen.
Thank you, God.
They brought that ark into the presence of a God that could not speak,
Jesus.
that could not hear,
Jesus.
and thought it was going to be all right. We bring God into our presence when we're caught up with our things that don't work.
Yes.
And tell him, just hang in here with me with this. I know I'm doing my thing right now.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
Matter of fact, we want him to anoint our thing. I know that you didn't pick him out for me, but make him all right.
Yeah, God.
Oh, you're out, you ain't Pay him right. And thinking he's going to be happy with that. No. He wants us to say, Lord, I know you have somebody for me. You have somebody. Maybe somebody really special for me. And I'm here waiting on that individual. And you give me all of the necessary tests that I need to do to make sure he the one.
Yes. That's it.
He's the one to take care of me.
That's it.
Go ahead, tell it.
That's it.
Oh, this getting real deep. So now we're into a sidebar of the sidebar of the sidebar. So let me give you the sidebar of the sidebar of the sidebar.
Go ahead.
This week online, someone was talking about that humbleness. She says, no, don't say humble. I reject that. I'm not humble because that's low self-esteem. That's this, that's other. And I said, okay, he doesn't really know what humbleness is. Humbleness is not to be. Humbleness is an act. Because I'm being. When I humble myself, it takes nothing away from who I am.
Yeah, that's right.
And the truth of the matter, it just lets everybody else know I just graduated to a different place. Because the only way I can humble myself is that I got to move in a spiritual realm. To step back and step down.
Go ahead, tell it. Wow.
And it's because of who I am
Yes.
that I'm able to do that.
Yes.
It takes character.
Yes. Hallelujah.
All right. So let me close out all the sidebars. And let's get back. All right. So I'm now understanding, right? All of this, I can understand at this point. I should be able to bring it to a close relatively short. As I read the scripture here. So we see the ark with Dagon coming down, broken. They came in and found Dagon's off his platform. They have to pick up Dagon.
Right.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. That's a big problem.
When you gotta pick your God
Pick up your down.
to get him into place.
Oh,
That
wow.
ought to tell you something.
Yes.
And see, and this is the real problem. The real problem is that the next day they come in, they put it back in place. The next day they come in, and now their God's head is gone. The arms are gone. It's just the body is laying there.
Yes.
And the conclusion of the matter that they come to is let's get rid of the real God
Yeah.
and keep this broken God.
Wow.
Jesus.
If there's somebody that's not walking with the Lord on this morning, don't hold on to a broken God,
My
to
God.
a God that can't help you.
That's
To a
good.
God you
That's
have
good.
to pick up,
Jesus.
put back up. Because if you try to bring God there, that's what will happen. Can't be that. You got to let God have his place, and he is God all by himself.
Yes.
So he comes in there and finds things down on the ground. So what happens? What happens when I'm not ready to give God and make him God and say, your will be done in my life? When I'm not prepared to do that. And this is what the Philistines weren't prepared. They wanted God, but they wanted God with their God. And that's not happening.
Not happening.
And when they had a choice of which God they're going to do, they chose to choose the whole unbroken God rather than the God.
Jesus.
But what happens if they embrace God? What would happen? Now, what was going on in the land besides that, because they brought God in the midst of that, is that tumors broke out in the people.
Jesus.
In other words, cancer, the whole 9 yards, and disease in the camp, because they wanted to do their thing rather than God's thing. And whenever you're trying to mix the world
Yeah.
with God, there's a problem. Now let me define something so that you understand. You see, we confuse the two. We confuse life and we confuse the world. And so consequently we say, I gotta enjoy myself. And what we mean is that we gotta enjoy the world. I gotta enjoy myself. No, enjoy life.
Come on.
Embrace and begin to enjoy the world. What's the difference? Life is what God created.
Yes.
The world is what man creates.
Wow.
That means the world are all of those temporary things that man creates that make us feel good. From sporting events to every other kind of event. Man-made, if it's man-made and created, that's the world. What the Bible teaches, don't fall in love with that.
My God. Thank you.
Because falling in love with that will keep you from not growing and maturing and becoming.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord.
When you enjoy life, in other words, through creation and culture and things that God has made and the season, and you enjoy that and embrace that, then you grow.
Yes.
It is plenty of room for you to become who God has called you to come. And when you love that, that means that you're giving yourself to that. Then you mature and grow. Give yourself to what God has created and not what man has created. Because what man creates will fall down and be broken. And you will have cancer and tumors. What God creates.
Go ahead.
Let's see what happens. When you start giving honor to what God has created. So here it is. 2 Samuel, the 6th verse. 6th chapter, 6th verse. When they came to the threshing floor of Nacon, Uzzah reached out and took hold of the ark of God. David had decided he heard that the ark was now in somebody's house and they were being blessed. And he decided, you want to know something? That ark really needs to come home, needs to come home, to come and to be in Jerusalem.
Hallelujah.
But this is what happens. Uzzah reached out and took hold of the ark of God. I'm reading from your International Version. Because the oxen stumbled. The oxen that the ark was on stumbled and it was coming on. And the son of the high priest put his hand on the presence of God. The Lord, said first, the Lord's anger burned against Uzzah because of his irreverent act. Therefore, God struck him down and he died there beside the ark of God. When it came to the ark, there were rules and regulations on how to move it. If you ever seen a picture of the ark, it had rings on each side. And they would put run a staff in those rings, so that when they got ready to carry the ark, they would pick up the staff that's running through the rings and hold it up, so they'll never have to touch the ark.
Yep.
Which represented the presence of God. I can't put my hand, that's been in a whole lot of mess, on God's presence. You gotta be careful of how we do things, and we're calling in the presence of God.
Right.
Amen.
Picks up the arm with the two staffs, and that's how you count. If something should happen, you gotta have the staff. And so if it begins to fall, you grab the staff that's there. If it's falling down, get out of the way and let it fall.
Yeah.
Because the rule is don't touch it. If it hits the ground, you pick it back up. Put the staffs in the ring and put it back in the wagon, because the oxen had stumbled.
Oui.
Now, I could spend the rest of the service just talking about that. And I need you to think about it, take it home with you. Just because something happens, something in life happens, something crazy, a stumbling act, somebody goes off, somebody does wrong, you can't mess up your stuff.
Thank you, God.
Do you understand? You can't mess up your stuff going to try to repair something that God doesn't want you to put your hands on. You got to lay it down in the ground. And however is God's instructions, follow his instructions
Yeah.
on how you handle
Amen.
his presence. So you be very careful. And that's why we got to be very careful about the presence of God and what he's doing. So to bring that out of place, out of hand, doing something we have no business doing.
Thank you, God.
Jesus.
Thank you.
The anger of the Lord burnt against him because he knew better. Now the Bible said, let me read it to you. David, verse 8, then David was angry because the Lord's wrath had broken out against Uzzah. And to this day that place is called Perez Uzzah. David was afraid of the Lord that day. He said, how can the ark of the Lord ever come to me? Now, that's, believe it or not, how we get when we're a little this is light up in here. You know what I mean? I don't know why they disrespected me. I don't know why they talked about me. I don't know why they put me down. Lord, I'm expecting you to cover me on this mess that's going on right now. I don't quite understand what's going on. And we get a little antsy. We get a little angry. And in our anger, we start worshiping and following the other God. What's that other God? This right here.
Yes.
Our flesh rather than the spirit.
Yes.
Come on.
We start doing things that the flesh tells us to do. David's response was, he asked a dumb question. How can I ever get the presence of the Lord to do since he no. If you just do what is right. He was out of step. He did something he should not have done. You don't get mad. You just make the change.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes.
Do what's right, because that was what's important. Let's start the presence of the Lord. Because of time, I'm just going to tell you. Let's go to now Obadiah. Get his name right. To Obey, right? Obey-Edom house. To Obey-Edom's house. Goes to Obey-Edom's house. And him, again, one house he punishes. He brings down two misery. He now goes to another house. Obey-Edom. And the Lord, and spends 3 months there. And Obey-Edom is now blessed beyond his imagination. Having the very thing David was mad about.
Right.
Do you all understand? David was mad saying, how can now I came to us house and all of a sudden there's blessings. What are you saying to us?
Thank you, Lord.
Tell your neighbor, now just find somebody you like. You do better when you find somebody you like. Look at somebody you like and just tell them, get over it.
Get over it. Get over it. Get over it.
That's my subject. That's what I want to leave you with. You have wasted too much time over foolishness. Do you hear what I'm saying? The Lord is blessing. It's about time for you to throw all that foolishness out. And let the presence of the Lord come on in. And say, I'm worried about my brother, my sister, or whoever. I want you to come into my house and bless my house right now. You are welcome here. There's no thing on here. There's no other God here. We're just going to praise and celebrate you, God. You, Lord.
My God.
Every now and then, we have to realize I'm the problem.
Yes, God. Thank you.
I'm the problem. I'm the one that's messing up. I'm the one that's at fault. And I need to get over me.
Yes.
And once I can just get over me,
Get over
my little son, all you have to do is step back.
Yes, God.
You did wrong. You know, we mess up sometimes.
Yes.
We did wrong. Let's get it right. And let's enjoy the blessings
Yes, God.
that God will have. Because we're not letting in my house, there's not going to be no other God
Amen.
that he has to bring down. He has to punish. And he got put tutors in the land. There's going to be no other God. I'm just going to receive the blessings